Close to 9 months of Israel-Gaza war has resulted in deaths of more than 37,000 Palestinians. At least 85,000 have been wounded. Most of the enclaves flattened, and nearly the entire 2.3 million Gazan population has been uprooted from their homes and are now besieged with a starvation crisis. All this in the name of eliminating Hamas, the armed group that governs the besieged enclave and perpetrators of the October 7th cross-border attack into southern Israel, in which some 1,200 Israelis were killed and 250 taken hostage. 120 of these hostages are still being held by Hamas. But how close is Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to achieving the stated goal of eliminating Hamas's military and governing capabilities in the Palestinian territory? Compounding the problem for Tel Aviv is the belligerence of Houthis and Hezbollah, who have stood staunchly with the Palestinians. Our next report explores more.
In a rare public admission that has exposed a widening rift between Israel's political and army leadership, the Israeli Army's chief spokesperson, Rear Admiral Daniel Hagari, questioned the stated goal of eliminating the Hamas militant group.
Hamas is an idea. Whoever thinks we can eliminate Hamas is wrong. I'm not referring to the alternatives. The political echelon has to decide and the Israel Defense Forces will implement. But this business of destroying Hamas, making Hamas disappear, it's simply throwing sand in the eyes of the public. If we don't bring something else to Gaza, then at the end of the day, we will get Hamas.
The rare candid moment came during an interview to Israel's Channel 13 broadcaster on 19th of June. Reportedly, Netanyahu's office was left fuming at Hagari's remarks questioning the stated goal. And then it quickly reiterated its commitment to Hamas's destruction.
We are winning. We are being successful. We're taking them apart. Their final stronghold in Rafah is being taken apart systematically, slowly, with intelligence, house by house, tunnel by tunnel, home by home. We're taking them apart and we will win.
This undermining of Netanyahu's doctrine is a fresh challenge for him, following the withdrawal of Benny Gantz, a former military chief and centrist lawmaker, from Netanyahu's war cabinet earlier this month, citing frustration over Prime Minister's conduct of the war. Additionally, there have already been open signs of discontent over the handling of the war by Netanyahu's government. Months of internationally mediated ceasefire talks, including a proposal floated by the US President Joe Biden, have stalled. And earlier this week, Netanyahu was miffed with the army's decision to declare a tactical pause in the southern Gaza city of Rafah, in a bid to help supply humanitarian aid to the besieged territory. Hezbollah, a Lebanese Shia Islamist political party and militant group, has been trading fire with Israel since the Israel-Gaza war erupted on the 7th of October 2023. Hezbollah's chief, Hassan Nasrallah, issued a threat on Wednesday that nowhere in Israel would be safe if a full-fledged war breaks out between the two arch-enemies. For the first time, Nasrallah also threatened European Union member Cyprus, with which it has cordial relations, alleging that it has been allowing Israel to use its airports and bases for military exercises.
The Cypriot government must be warned that opening Cypriot airports and bases for the Israeli enemy to target Lebanon means that the Cypriot government has become part of the war, and the resistance, Hezbollah, will deal with it as part of the war.
Not known to offer any land or base facilities to the Israeli military, Cyprus has in the past allowed Israel to use its vast airspace to occasionally conduct air drills, but never during a time of war. The same day, Cypriot president denied the allegations leveled by Hezbollah chief.
The Republic of Cyprus is not involved in any way in the hostilities. The Republic of Cyprus is not part of the problem. It is part of the solution, and our role, as it was manifested, for example, through the humanitarian corridor, is recognized not only by the Arab world, but by the entire international community.
The next day, Yemen's Iran-aligned Houthis, who have targeted Israeli-owned, flagged or operated ships heading to the Israeli ports since last November, released a video showing a 12th June attack on the Greek-owned MV Tutor coal carrier in the Red Sea. Houthis, not unlike Hezbollah, say that these attacks are in support with the Palestinians in Gaza. Though Israel's war efforts initially enjoyed broad public support, recent months have been marked with growing discontent.
We have to replace this evil government. This is our time. There are 120 hostages still in Gaza. We have to replace the government. This is our only way to get them back and to get Israel back, the country that we love so much. We have to keep on fighting. We have to keep the protest going until we get Israel back.
With the war now in its 9th month, frustration has been mounting with no let-up or clear end or post-war plan in sight. Increasingly, it appears that embattled Netanyahu is playing for time. The fear is the fire he is stoking might end up with the whole region in flames.